This is Connor Thomas, DCF Level 3, Bridgewater College, Anatomy Assignment 3. In this presentation, we're doing like the heart, respiratory system, functions, and the structure, similar to what I did on the purpose games as well. First one is, as you can see, it is a heart. I'll just go through some of the functions. As you can see, the superior vena cava basically just carries deoxygenated blood from the upper body to the heart. The next one, it doesn't show it on this sheet, but here is the septum. Basically, just separates the chambers apart. One side for oxygenated, one side for deoxygenated. Next is we've got the left ventricle. The mouse works. Is here. This acts as a chamber for blood, which is returning blood back from the lungs and acts as a pump to transport blood from other parts of the heart. The next one is the right atrium, which is here. Another chamber of deoxygenated blood that pumps blood to the lungs. The next one is the left ventricle, which is here. One of the four chambers, heart contracts, which allows blood to flow back into it. And eventually oxygenated blood will be pumped back towards the body. The next one is the tricuspid valve. That is this one here. This forms, it's not on the it's not shown on that, so sorry about that. The tricuspid valve, this forms a bond between the right atrium and the right atrium. So basically it's like a chamber that it goes through. The next one is the aorta. The function of this is it is the main artery of blood which supplies oxygenated blood, to the circulatory system. Next one is the aortic valve, which aortic valve is here. Allows blood from the left ventricle to the aorta, but then prevents entering back through the heart again. And then the right atrium, deoxygenated blood enters it, coming through the inferior and superior vena cava, then pumps from the right ventricle. The inferior vena cava carries deoxygenated blood from the lower part of the body, basically. The pulmonary vein, a vein which carries oxygenated blood from the heart into the left atrium of the heart. Pulmonary arteries carry blood right ventricle of the heart to the lungs, so oxygenation can take place. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that is it. Now on to the next part. So as you can see on this diagram, it's a bit more labelled as the game, but I can still explain the ones that wasn't on it. The nasal cavity, which is obviously the nose, which is here. Nasal cavity, where air enters the body, contains cilia to help filter out dust and protects particles. And protects it. Basically, it's just that just means hair. The next one is the oral cavity, which is basically your mouth. You breathe it in and out your mouth, or your nose, in through your mouth, out through your nose. Yeah, basically, I can't really explain. It just enters there. Your tongue, you talk with your tongue. If I don't have my tongue, I struggle to talk now. That is basically in your mouth. I don't think it really helps you breathe that much, but I don't really know too much about that. The pharynx, air passes through the pharynx at the back of the throat, so basically it's the back of your throat. It's the first thing where it hits, basically. The epiglottis, air passes through this and it's responsible for covering up the trachea the food pipe basically, and it helps prevent food going down the wrong way. So if you swallowed and it went down the wrong way, this should stop that. The next one is the larynx. Air passes through the larynx. This is basically my voice, so this is what making me talk right now. So yeah. The next one is the trachea. Also known as the windpipe, basically. Passage oxygen travel through, surrounded by C-shaped cartilage rings, basically for protection, so it doesn't buckle, basically. The next one is the trachea. Next one is the bronchus. The trachea divided into two bronchi. Air passes through these. On this one, you can't see the bronchi. Basically, the bronchi will be down here more. So yeah, basically, two bronchi make a bronchi hole. The two bronchi hole makes a bronchius, and these are just little air sacs in the bottom of your lungs that just help you breathe. Now down here would be the alveoli. These are little air sacs, sorts attached to bronchi holes. This is where the gas exchange takes place. So it goes all the way down here, goes to the bronchius, goes down to bronchi holes, which is two bronchius, and then the bronchi holes into the alveoli. As you can see, I've got the left lung and the right lung. These are just your lungs. This is what help you breathe. They're two quite important, very important for you to live. Last but not least is the diaphragm. It's just ended up here. So when you breathe in, diaphragm goes up, it contracts. When you breathe out, diaphragm goes down. Lungs, when you breathe in, go in and up, and when you breathe out, they go just relax and down. So next is the blood. So the blood has got 4 different things in it, and it was all placed at different percentages. So first here we've got a white blood cell and a red blood cell. First with the white blood cell. So the white blood cell, much fewer than red blood cells, 1 to 700. There's a lot more red blood cells in the body. So I was going to say that for the red blood cells as well. There's 700 more to every 1 white blood cell. I'm going to say that for the exact same thing. The white blood cells are a form of a part of your immune system, so it can fight off diseases, that sort of thing. The function of this is to destroy bacteria and to get rid of diseases. So basically, if I had a cold, so I've got a cold now, my white blood cells will be working really, really hard to try and get rid of this cold. So now I've gone to the red blood cells. Basically, red blood cells, the red colour is due to hemoglobin, basically. So making hemoglobin travel, basically, that's what's in them. Hemoglobin, it will pick up oxygen easy as well, and that's the function. The function of this is to transfer oxygen. One last one, the shape of it is like quite small and flexible. It's like a concave shape. Just going back to the white blood cells, normally it's like a nucleus and then a circle around it and then dots around it, or it can be different shapes. You've got the leukocytes or the pharynx leukocytes. Yeah, so next one is the plasma. As you can see, this is the plasma here. Yellow liquid carries all parts of dehydrated blood to get thick again. Basically, just takes all the stuff that we might not need that much, but it takes it. That's its function. It takes all parts of different blood, basically. Then the platelets prevent blood loss through clotting. So say I cut myself, and it kept bleeding, then I would bleed to death. Basically, we've got something in our body, it's called factor VIII. This makes the blood clot outside the skin. So basically, it acts kind of a shield, basically, in an easy way to explain it. Acts as a shield, so all this blood just can't drip out of my hand, basically, my arm. Yeah, basically prevents a lot of blood loss. So without the factor VIII, there'd be we would you would die basically. There would be no clot, so it'd be very hard for us to keep living if there's a big gap, that sort of thing. As you can see here down on this left hand side, there's 55% plasma, there's 45% red blood cells, and there's 1% white blood cells and platelets put together. So as you can see, there's not a lot of this, but it still makes up all the of the blood. This is Carl Thomas. Thank you for watching. Look forward to the next video.